Hello world, I am AgitatedCrane and we are back in Star Trek Online. As you can see, I have a new a new ship. This is because I finally reached the rank of captain. In previous episode I did equip everything back on quick try because sadly this game does not remember stuff, so it will just randomly remove everything and or mix it up, so that is annoying. I actually don't remember if you can save anything. I know you can log stuff, but sadly it doesn't like... if it logs, it will log this, but then it will add random shit as well. If you change the ship or like change anything on the ship. Item wise, sadly we are missing quite a few items. Like I have been very unlucky with drops, and there were no interesting rewards so far. Also, I think I'm leveling faster than the game intended me to level up, because I'm using a DOF system, and there is currently the winter event, which also gives a little bit of experience. So we have like starter weapons on our ship, which because they are better than the starter weapons from previous ship that we were using. So yeah, this is very disastrous. Since I finally reached a high enough level, I did manage to claim my rewards for previous... there is like an alt... Sometimes the game has alt events, where when you create an alt, and by alt I mean like a new character, he can complete like... not that like again. He can complete special tasks. They are usually very simple, something like collecting crafting materials, only it looks different a little bit. And if you do that in all the missions, and there is also stuff about leveling up, completing missions, doing some tasks for your fleet, which is basically a guild, and also there is something else. Yes, leveling up crafting and reputations. On that, your alt character, you get a bunch of rewards, and some of them are sort of meh. They would give all your other characters a little bit of marks which are used for reputations, and some of them are quite cool. And by quite cool I mean something like this. We get a new bridge officer. He's photonic male, which is... photonic is a different... I don't want to say life form, but it's... there are very few photonic bridge officers. As you can see, I have put him into Enterprise era uniform, and you can see by the name, and hopefully the name and the uniform will help you to recognize my very poor attempt at recreating that actor's face in the game engine. I think I did a fairly decent job. So yeah, we have a new bridge officer. Currently we are not going to use him that much. We are very happy with our current bridge officer settings on the ship, and I do want to have away team consist of people that I traveled in time with. So yeah, he's just here to be here for now, but hopefully we will eventually see more of him. So that is that on updates, and let's continue with the mission. Oh. And the mission we are about to do is one of my more favorite missions. I'm not sure why I like it. I guess it's very, how should I put it, cinematic maybe? Not sure. Yeah, that's not exactly the word I was looking for, but it will do for now.
My contacts tell me that Starfleet has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand why the Federation would hesitate to engage them directly. So today I appeal to you, not as an ally in battle, but as a person of compassion. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopada system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you with the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
So here we go. The weapons were
The Riemann
lost.
resistance is very much in need of your help.
And as always, I'm already on the spot, so we don't waste a bunch of time flying to the location. Nopada system. So more than 60% of the landmass on Nopada Prime is classified as desert. The most temperate areas of the planets are on the coast of the, I want to say, Tikir Ocean, but violent tides make most of this land uninhabitable. Blah. The fauna of Nopada Prime have adapted to life on this harsh planet, where daytime temperatures can soar to more than 48 degrees Celsius. I guess maybe I'm just a fan of desert planets, that is why I like this mission, and that is why I like Nimbus story arc. We will see. But yeah, that is probably that. I just like deserts and okay. Unreasonably long loading. Come on. Sorry. There is nothing fancy to load in this on this map. Aside from our new ship, which has new visual effects. I don't know if I mentioned this, but Discovery era captains have a different looking special effects, so that warp is different from the warp on other Federation captains, and I think beaming up and down is also different effect, and probably tricorder as well. Captains, I'm not reading... Not captains. Captain, I'm not reading any active vessels on scanners. There is, however, a debris field nearby. It's clustered around a satellite in orbit of the planet, and the composition of the debris corresponds with ships that have gone missing in this region. I'll keep scanning, sir, but we will need to take a closer look before I can determine if there are Thalaron weapons on one of the hulks. Alright, so before we approach obviously a trap, let's loot these crafting materials. Nice. And let us proceed. to the next. Yeah, exciting gameplay.
Scanning in progress.
Exciting content for YouTube as well. I bet I can get like 1 view on this video. Oh yeah. It's gonna be huge. Huge. Okay, I'm having a feeling that I'm too fast to actually... Okay, here we go. Scan the ship. Captain, I'm not detecting the vessel that Obisek sent us to find, but all the ships in this debris field now... show signs of being affected by the same thing, a high-frequency energy beam that overloaded all of their systems. If the Reman's ship was hit by that beam, it might have crashed into the planet's surface or gone adrift somewhere else in the system. I see. I'm detecting energy readings from the satellite, sir. If the Reman crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record a distress signal. You will need to be closer before I can attempt an uplink with the satellite communication array.
Warning.
Oh!
Ship is under attack.
Tractor beams were engaged.
Scanning in progress.
Captain, we are stuck. This beam is holding us like a fly in a spider's web. We have managed to keep life support and environmental system active, but almost everything else is offline. Shields, weapons, engines, nothing works. I'm not detecting any life signs on the satellite, but there is a compartment with life support. The systems operating the beam must be automated. Automated? The chief says we have enough power in the backup for one transport. Recommend we send a team over to that satellite and find a way to turn the beam off. Great idea. Let's beam over. And this is a little bit strange, because I know what happens on that satellite. Let's actually start loading the map in case it loads as slowly as previously. And there is absolutely no need for everyone to be here. Like, everything there is to do, I can do on my own, and these guys are just going to get in the way. Captain, the consoles here appear to control the beam that is draining power from the AgitatedCrane 3. As you can see, we have renamed the ship. But there is a security lock preventing access. We need to find a usable console. Alright, and I happen to know what I'm doing. Well, sort of. So, if I remember correctly, the unlock happens somewhere here. First, let us scan shit, because that is what the game is about. Scanning stuff. And I believe this thing unlocks. And no, targeting override console is still locked. Satellite targeting console. Okay, so they are just another operation, right? Okay, so that's actually... I'm actually in the wrong section. Okay. How about this one? Cargo bay console? That's probably also another... This console doesn't appear to be locked like the others. Whoever did this must not have thought that the console used for inventory control was important. I think I can access a backdoor into the rest of the satellite's program from here. Oh, see? We were right. I see the problem. The Romulan consoles are causing a lockout by forcing the satellite primary processors to run through a series of equations and removing key bits of information from the answers, which causes the processors to lock up. If we can solve this equation and input the correct information directly into the console, the security lock on the satellite controls should be released. I've downloaded the corrupted equations into this console for you to work on. So, here is a problem. Well, not really a problem, but something you may not know about me. I am very bad at math, so even so this could take a while. Well, I mean, some of it should be fine, but like this I will probably need... Actually, I have my phone nearby, so I can probably use that. Anyway, So here we have, it needs like 7, right? Cycler left, 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 lock in. Wait, what? I wanna say 5, and I would be right. And now this is just too much for my head. Deal with it. Now where would it be? Where would my calculator be hiding? Okay, here it is. 59 times 49. Okay, so there should be 9. Nice. And then 2613 divided by 67 is 39. I mean, I can do this, but I can do this with pen and paper. I can't do this in my head. So yeah. Alright, what do we have here? 87 times 23 equals 2001 plus 2631 equals that. So 63. Alright. Yeah, damn it. Closed my calculator. And now 9986 minus 2461 equals that, which is going to be divided by 43. Okay. 17. Nice. And this I think I remember because I actually think that this is like a small tease maybe for an upcoming episode. Also, I'm probably not remembering it correctly. There is no 8, I guess. 4400 is later an episode or something like that, or a number that correlates to that episode. It's something strange. But I played that episode before this one, not in this let's play, but when I was leveling up my main character. So when I saw this, I thought, wait a minute, why is it this number? It's probably just a random number, but since it is used in that episode, I thought that it is maybe an Easter egg or something. Anyway, Captain, we have solved the equations that were causing issues in the other consoles. Now we need to plug these correct values into the console controlling the security lock, and then we should be able to access all the satellite's major operations. Okay, so this is something that I liked, right? That you had to solve a little bit, like a small. I wouldn't call it a riddle, but that you had to think a little bit to solve the issue at hand. So that is something cool that I like about this episode. And now we can unlock all the other consoles. Let's unlock it. Passcode correct, long range scanner selected, algorithm active, ship identification program friendly, safety is online, telemetric data targeted information stored, firing control set to manual. Alright. And I don't think we can do anything else with it. We can unlock this one as well. Captain, this console controls the satellite's targeting function. I'm not sure if there is a way to disable whatever it is that is disabling systems on our ship. But if we can get the satellite to target something else, we may have a chance of prying our ship free. Alright. So let's access long-range scanners. Access long-range scanners, object detected, agitated crane, currently targeted, please select an option. Let's expand scan range by 100 kilometers. No new objects. 500 kilometers, no new objects. 1000 kilometers. New object identified, derelict hulk. Okay. Open ship identification program. Object detected vessel, identified disabled. Object detected derelict hulk. Identified non-functional. Please select an option. I feel like my pronunciation is getting worse right now. But yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. Let's reclassify the relict hulk as active. So now we can retarget the relict hulk instead of agitated crane. Okay. Examining telemetric data for all identified targets. Some fancy shit. I honestly do not know why it is here. I guess just for flavor. Access targeting control. Active targets, agitated crane and derelict hulk. Designate derelict hulk as priority target. And end session. Captain, the satellite has ensnared a piece of debris near the ship. Its stranglehold on us is weaker, but we are not out of the woods yet. Critical systems are stable, but we still don't have weapons or long-range communications. Alright. So there is actually more stuff to do on this satellite. And this is what I was talking about. The entire mission is like this. No, well, not the entire mission, but this section of the mission is like this. So I see no reason for my crew to be here. I could have done this on my own, but I guess it's Starfleet protocol. At which point I don't understand why Cryptic now forces more and more missions where only I have to go on the surface, and I cannot take my crew with me. Alright, so then I think we can do something in here. Okay, let's access power generator override console. Power save modes disengaged, process priority order overwritten, yep. Engaged, defaults restored. Okay, and that was that, I guess. Okay, access power generator console. This console looks like it controls the satellite's power supply. Since we weren't able to free our ship by targeting something else, perhaps we can decrease the power to the satellite's weapon. Then the agitated crane 3 might be able to break free. Ooh, it rhymed. Update power save modes. Current power save mode power user. Triggered save mode never. Power allocation full. Please select option. Let's load power save mode economical. Economical. Opportunistic. Minimal. Okay. Set process priority values. Life support. Environment. Pulse emitter, beam displacer, targeting. Let's restore factory default settings. Which should probably decrease power to whatever is holding us in session. Captain, we have found that if the agitated crane 3 does not attempt to move or fire at the satellite, that it will engage a lower power version of the beam affecting us. It's almost like an energy saving mode. We can use that to our advantage. At least we won't have to worry about life support. We will hold the ship stable and keep working on boosting power to critical systems while you try to disrupt the satellite's functions and free us. Alright. So that is done. And now... Oh, I see stuff. I got distracted. Free loot. You have to loot everything you see. Otherwise you are not a player. Not a gamer, I guess. And operation override console. Alright. This console controls the satellite general operation captain. We have managed to minimize the power output of the satellite. I think if we keep at it, we can switch the satellite's controls over to a sleep mode that will shut down everything but life support and power. Okay, change operational state and set satellite operation to off. And session. Perfect, completed. Captain systems are coming back online all over the ship. We have weapons, shields, even the replicators are working again. Transporters are standing by, sir. We can beam you back as soon as you're ready. So this is not the entire mission, but like this part is fairly interesting and I don't know. I enjoyed it. Return to ship. Oh, who knows? Where am I? I'm up in prison. That's not good. Well, and as you can see, we have a prisoner here. And if you can tell... Okay, I probably can't. Hold on. Can I do this? Sort of, kind of. He is Reman. And I think I mentioned this before, that we are going to meet another, I guess, lore-heavy Reman character. Now what?
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished.
Now we fight or we die. Alright. Make sure you pick up a melee weapon. All of your gear is deactivated and they won't protect you in here. In there, okay. What are those weapons over there?
I've never seen those weapons used before by anyone in the arena. I think the mercenaries who act as the occasional guard thought that those weapons might actually be worth something, unlike the beat-up ones they let us use. My best guess is that they're looking to sell them at some point, when their contract here is up for some extra money.
But until we find a way to get past these sports fields, those weapons don't really concern us. Well, that's not true. I happen to know that we can loot these weapons and that they are actually better than the trash that we are supposed to loot. So, yeah, let's steal it. Get a weapon. Vulcan Lirpa. Alright, let's equip the weapon. Sure, why not? Let's... Nice! We now have a weapon. But I'm still supposed to get a weapon from here, which is like a trash weapon. And we can pick between Battle-Axe, Lirpa, or just a sword. And you can see them displayed here. These are Battle-Axe, used by Klingons, those are Lirpas, used by Vulcans, and then swords, which are used, I think, by Nausicaans. Well, I mean, swords are used by everyone, but I think Nausicaans actually use them in combat in the game. And I actually... I can do that. I'm not picking any of them because they are worthless. And you cannot save them later, so... I mean, sell them later. Remember to equip your new weapon. Yeah, sure. here we are. This is the arena. We have the Talshar symbol. Is it Talshar?
Commencing test 1. Nopadan Desert Akari entering testing area.
Is it Talshar or is it just Romulan Star Empire? Anyway, I'm supposed to be fighting someone. Oh, actually, I think the guy is already taking care of all of them. Okay, let's help him out. The melee combat in this game is a little bit strange. It has
Commencing test 2. Releasing Warrigals now.
it has combos, but since look, the game originally was supposed to be a Warcraft clone, right? So it was hotkey based.
Proceeding to test 3.
Like you tapped to target something, you then used number buttons to use abilities, but then they realized that it's not really fun. So when they switched to free-to-play model, they actually changed the controls and added this
Remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoners return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
so they added this action combat, sort of, by which I mean you have this targeting system which you can use to shoot at stuff, right? But then they also added these melee weapons, and melee weapons, when you are fighting with them, you can use combos. So you have a regular slash, and then you have, well, no, that's not right. You have sort of light mouse button slash and right mouse button slash, but then you can do left mouse button, right mouse button. See, it's the different slashes. And although honestly I can't really control them that great, so I know there is like a whirlwind attack, but I clicked like a bunch of times, and I'm not sure. I guess it's because of the delay, or maybe that it's like a remnant of that previous control style. So yeah, and I'm supposed to return to my cell and wait patiently for things to come. I'm now a gladiator, and I have to wait with my new shiny Lirpa. Alright, and this is Slamek.
Leave me alone.
Who are you?
My name is Slamek. I am part of a resistance. Perhaps you have heard of it? About a week ago, I was part of a crew ferrying weapons from one base to another. When we passed through this system, a satellite disabled our ship. It drifted into the planet's atmosphere. I activated the emergency transporter, and a few of us were able to transport to safety before the ship crashed in the desert. We were looking for shelter and a way to contact our people when a group of soldiers found us. They took us here and kept throwing us into the arena. Now I'm the only one remaining. That is all I know.
So in Mine Enemy, one of the previous missions that we played, there is mention that one ship was captured and that there is only one survivor or something like that, and I think it is referring to this situation. But I have been known to misinterpret stuff, and I also like to forget stuff, and so yeah, could be something else. Soldiers? What kind of soldiers?
It is too bright here.
I don't know who is responsible for this place. The trainers and guards all appear to be mercenaries without any clue about what's going on. They are paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated, there was bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions. Whomever it was took care to conceal his identity. Also, it is rare in this game, but there are a few missions where dialogue choices actually matter. Like in this one, if I choose something stupid, he will stop talking to me, but then we can try again a little. We can try again. But there is another mission later on where if I mess up, I will basically fail the mission and I will have to start it over. So, for example, this I think is a poor choice of words. Any idea what they want with us?
I tire of this life.
And see, this is why I thought that he is just some bum Reman and not actually an important person, because he's just complaining all the time and everything that he says is sort of meh, and he looks beaten. Right on, damn it, I cancelled the dialogue. Fuck.
Now I recall. You were working on all those errands when we were attacked. I managed to escape on the shuttle, and some of us signed on with a freighter. As you can see, things didn't work out so well after that.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Why is he talking to me like we met before? You were working on all those errands when we were attacked. Okay, something is strange here. You wound up working as a stevedore to make ends meet. What happened after that?
We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I know that your people will not use them. We do not want to, but our fight is getting desperate. We needed to do something, anything, that would shift the tide of war, even if that choice was horrific. I jettisoned our cargo as we were entering the atmosphere. The weapons were completely destroyed. I've seen what Thaleron weapons are capable of firsthand. I could not allow them to contaminate a world not involved in my people's fight.
Any idea who brought you here?
It is too bright here.
I don't know who is responsible. Okay, so I think I backed out the dialogue, and I think that was a dialogue intended for a Romulan character or something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was intended for a Romulan character, because Romulans actually meet him sooner, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that was intended for a Romulan character. What they want with us, I have no idea what they want with us or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of a giant game, but there is no one in the stands to be entertained. Are there other prisoners being forced to fight?
I have lost everything.
I think there are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, I have never been able to contact them. We are kept separate and caged unless we are fighting. I think we will be rescuing them, but they are either bugged so they won't appear, or if they appear they get killed instantly, so it's very strange. Is there any way out of here?
The trainers carry key cards. That's the only way I know to get through the defenses.
I'm very tired, so I have had to yawn. That's the only way I know how to get through defenses. Do you think we can get one of these cards?
Can I trust you?
Well, I'm Starfleet, so no, but I know that I have to say yes.
I can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant. He had a talent for acquiring latinum. And during my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena.
Let's do this. Okay. I'm ready. We can start now.
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished.
Kinky. Punished. Punished. Okay. Enough of this nonsense. Let's break out.
Test scenario 4 activated. Ahala released.
Enemy targets on center.
We need more help. I will try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms. Okay. Okay. This one is dead. This one is dead. That's a healing item. Like, it will heal you if you are low on health, which is helpful in here because they will actually eventually do enough damage to mess you up. Oh. Come on. Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm. And that is the Elder Worm. Come on. I have no idea why this is even here. Like, surely that's something that could be abused by other prisoners. And I think the other one is on the other side. Slamek is there, taking incredible damage, but still doing well. I think I first have to kill them so the big one appears, and then I can use the other console. Alright, let's do this. I don't know, it has like this mission, right? It has old-timey feel, and by that I mean something like sorry, the original series episode where Kirk fought that Gorn, or where Kirk fought Spock, right? So it has that music. Oh, see? These are the prisoners. I've been hit, I can't continue, my friend, you will need to protect me. What? Oh, right. So... if I remember correctly, we have to go there. Or there. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay, we can't do it. Respawn. And let's actually... Oh, they are actually guards, not prisoners, okay.
Enemy targets on
I wanted to check in here, that's the other prisoner place. Nice graphic glitch there. But I wanted to check if there is something hidden in here. Which I don't believe it is. Also, I believe I'm exactly in my chamber. Like, I wonder if it's the identical one or if... Yeah, it's... I'm in the wrong place. I'm supposed to go there to free the rest of the prisoners. Come on, come on. Prisoners, be unleashed. Nice. So here they are. And they are going to die. So, there you go. But no, this one... Well, I guess they are identical. They are simply identical and there is nothing else there. Okay. And as you can see, they are just dropping us flies. They cannot make it. I have to, though. So I have to go there somewhere. To this gate. And use this. Activate defenses. So now that should kill the worm. Or the worm should get pissed and destroy everything. What is happening? Oh, okay. It works. Sorry, as you can see, the wall was destroyed and now we can proceed deeper into the complex. Are you okay? A Romulan base here? What did they want with us? And what is that device? Device he is referring is this one. It's actually a Stargate, and it will play a role later in the game. But first we have to, as always, check all the consoles for data. Project Decimation, new subject Captain Tirsi, okay, captured from USSR's Agitated Crane 3. Initial analysis, subject's threat level is high and risk of escape or intervention is in testing is elevated. Notify Colonel Hakiv and escalate to level 6 trials. Test parameters. Project goal to develop a matrix of alpha quadrant species. We must determine which species can be pitted against one another for maximum devastating effect to each. Tests will not be limited to sentient species, as the Iconians have technology that will allow us to effectively introduce new flora and fauna to alien worlds. Iconians are demons of air and darkness, or whatever it was, whatever was the tagline. Okay, so back. Research observation. Honored Master, it will take some time to complete my report, but I have few personal observations for you that may prove useful. Please consider them when you make your plans. Humans and Klingons show the greatest proclivity towards fighting when there is no chance of victory. Breaking a Vulcan's emotional control will usually render him helpless. They have no ability to process the emotions that they so zealously suppress. Bajorans will fight to the death to defend homes or loved ones, but they may reject a fight that doesn't threaten what they hold dear. Betazoids will detect betrayal almost instantly, but their telepathic senses can be overwhelmed by extreme pain or violent thoughts. This can allow an infiltrator to escape their notice. A possible way to break the Klingon Empire may be the Gorn. More than 77% of Gorn captives choose to help another Gorn before assisting a Klingon, even if that choice resulted in death of the Klingon. Hydrogen are formidable in single combat, but their fractured society reduces their threat level significantly. I have been unable to separate a Trill symbiote from its host for a separate study. Two attempts to implant the symbiote to a host from another species have failed. Both the symbiote and the host died within hours. Undine are quite interesting. I request more time to study this race in greater detail. It's interesting that they managed to capture Undine in the first place. Those are the records for Slamek. Captured along with a small group of Fremen soldiers by Desert Patrol. Interrogation inconclusive. Recommend use of holographic conditioning. Okay. Single combat test. Subject was wounded on 4 occasions but survived all tests. Recommendation. Prisoner 1478 may be a suitable subject for team testing or alternative study. Forward data to Colonel Haki for evaluation. Alright, and personal log. They have contacted me again. My associates have 2 tasks for me now. First is the destruction of the Remans. I understand their anger. The Remans are attempting to rise above their station. They are mindless slaves and they need to respect their betters. Taris was able to control them. After Starfleet captured her, the surviving Remans developed delusions of self-worth. This troublemaker who calls himself Obisek, who is he to tell them what they can... that they can be free. Does a beast of burden have the right to choose its own destiny? If the problem were not so irksome, it would be almost comical. I will present Obisek's broken corpse to the Iconians in tribute. They will reward me richly for my loyalty. I don't understand why Iconians even care about Remans. The second task will take more effort. The Iconians want data. They want the species of the Alpha Quadrant tested until they break. They want to know their weaknesses and how to exploit them. They want to see their strengths and know how to destroy them. I will admit that I take no little pleasure in this task. It will be quite entertaining to make some of those self-righteous humans turn on one another, or push one of those blustering brokers from Kronos until he begs for death. Oh, and the Vulcans. I will make Vulcans weep, and I will savor each tear. I know of an abandoned Coliseum in the Napata system. We can find a way to lure test subjects there. It will take time and effort, but I am confident I can do what the Iconians want. Alright, so that is that. So I wonder if this Coliseum was featured in like TV show or maybe a book, because they like to do that sort of stuff to take established place and reference it here. Alright. Now that we have some real weapons and I have disabled my shock collar, let's get out of here. There was a pipe, so we can now use weapons. That's what was it telling us, and I also wanted to check this, because this is a valuable intel. It appears as if whoever created this laboratory has rigged controls to an Iconian gateway. You might be able to pull some information off of the logs. Access communications. Most recent communications. Our master's patience worst in Hakiv. The time grows short and still you have not provided all of the species data that they require. Are you having trouble acquiring targets? I provided you with the necessary technology to modify the satellite in the Napata system, but your little snare is slow. What we need is more test subjects. Perhaps a small colony would be enough. I will contact you again to work out the details. Small colony, that's probably referring to Romulan starting missions. Wait, what? Access transport log. Last 5 destination. Napada Base Delta. Laval. Bradley. Terra 4. And we are listening post Gamma. Alright. And gateway controls. Biometric signature mismatch, access denied, gateway shut down in 10 seconds. Well, that is not cool. And the pipe that we can use, I guess, is this one. To escape this place. Yeah. And now
It is too
we are free.
bright here.
See these fighters flying around? That's cool. Watch out, there are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They are looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. This is not true. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It might have something we can use to signal your vessel. Ooh, that was very low. Very low. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible. Agreed. Let's throw our weapon. We sadly cannot shoot no one here. But it's cool to see like stars, right? And these fighters flying around. And phallic cactuses. Anyway, running away. Nice moon. There is a fighter heading straight for us. Quick, take cover in those dark rocks over there and wait for it to pass or something like that. Stay still and wait for the fighter to pass overhead. If we are fortunate, they won't detect us. Whoo, nice. That fighter, by the way, I think it uses Raman shield technology. They didn't see us. Let's move on. The different shields in game, I can't go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment. The different shields, like the shields from different factions, actually have different visual effect, and that black surface is actually effect for Raman. Raman shields, not Romulan. This plant has analogous analgesic qualities, right? That is the pronunciation. It won't be as strong as anything you have in the medbay on the agitated crane, but it would take the edge off of Slamek's pain. That might be enough to get him on his feet again. This type of plant grows in the shade. Look for it on the sides of hills and cliffs. Slamek.
I tire of this life.
Forgive me, my friend, but the pain... I need to rest, just for a moment. My wounds are agonizing. I fear that the worm's venom may have infected me. The pain is excruciating. My vision is blurred and my blood burns in my veins.
Before we were captured, my science officer said that the local plants here have medicinal qualities. Please, I need your help. Find something to ease my suffering. I need something to disinfect my wound, something to treat my fever, and anything that will ease my pain. Thank you, my friend. I know that I would have died today if it weren't for you.
I will see what I can find. So this is a short interlude, like it breaks the pace of the mission, I feel like, but it's fine. This plant looks like it would work as antipyretic. It should help to elevate Slamic's fever. Unfortunately, this particular plant doesn't look healthy, and you aren't getting much sap from it. You will need to find a more robust sample of this plant before you can treat Slamic's injuries. This type of plant likes sunny and windy growing conditions. Look for it on the tops of hills and mountains. Alright. And this one? This plant looks like it would work as a disinfectant. It is astringent enough to clear out any possible infection Slamic might have contracted from the worm's attack. But you think you will need more than one sample from this type of plant to deal with an injury as severe as Slamic's. This type of plant grows in the washes of the desert. Look for it in large flat areas. Alright. So let's start collecting plants. Collect it. Here are some more. So yeah, I feel like we have this strong mission, right? We proceed from one objective to another, and then there is a sudden stop and we have to collect the plants. But it's fine, it's not that bad. I mean, I have played World of Warcraft, right? So you cannot surprise me with this. Branch bark samples. Okay. They should be in this direction. Direction. Dead air. Yep. Well, I don't really have much to comment on right now. I think I covered everything lore-wise in this mission up to this point. I don't want to spoil anything, and honestly I don't have any news for the channel, so I can't even discuss that, so there you go. We'll be having a dead air for a while. But I mean, is this even an issue, like the dead air? Because I feel like my voice could be even annoying, so maybe me not speaking is actually more beneficial to the channel. to have like just gameplay videos and not talking. But I do want to talk about stuff, right? I want to discuss lore and plot lines and plot holes and stuff like that, so that's what we are doing
right here.
Whatever. Thank you, my friend. I'm feeling better now. I think I can continue. Well, you better. Okay, and we are supposed to go there. Again, I love scenery on this planet. Like I think this is the first huge planet that I discovered. Not discovered. Accessed, I guess. Played through. I'm not actually sure if we can. Yeah, I think we can. We can actually get to the top of that ridge. Actually, let's try it. Yeah, I'm getting distracted, but it looks cool. I want to get there. And it's not like I have like a huge viewer base who would be annoyed by me taking time from the mission to pointlessly climb a rock formation. Come on, you can do that. You can do this. You can do this. Oh no. Invisible wall. Oh, come on. I was sure we can walk everywhere that it shows like the terrain for the map. Like I was sure that the wall is going to be here when where there is actually no map, but I was hoping that we can actually get here. Maybe we can still do it. We probably cannot. Yeah, we are going to fall. We are going to fall. We are falling. Okay. Never mind. You cannot climb it. But, I mean, you could have. Like, if you really wanted. Like, the map is there. Now that we are in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open. Yeah, so there are going to be some varigals, I think, was the name of the dogs. Oh, actually no, salads. And I do have a new weapon. It's no longer a sniper rifle, but it's a beam weapon. As you can see, it does beams. It can even beam several people at once. So that's like wonderful. Also, this cross between hyena and lion is just not working for me. Come on, let's move faster. I thought that this episode is going to be shorter because I didn't spend that much time discussing some stupid shit in the beginning, or like getting into philosophical debates about Prime Directive, but I feel like I have played for a while now, so it's probably still going to be a long episode, and that's fine. I think I have struck the balance for episode lengths. I mean, the channel is shit and no one is subscribing, but it's not episodes lengths. I think what I have currently, like having half an hour episodes for regular Let's Plays and an hour long episodes for Star Trek or for movie reviews. I think that is fine. Like I will be frequently uploading shorter videos, but then once in a while I will upload longer videos like this one, just because this is something that I play just for fun, that I don't actually have my timer to keep the episodes short so it doesn't hurt the channel. Slamek. The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. Oh, you want to spend the night with me? Okay. I have also noticed that there are some things we can gather along the way to make our nights more pleasant. Oh, kinky.
I have lost everything.
Another role-specific side quest incoming. And I said this, like, I think to all of them, and it always wasn't true. I think actually it doesn't reward achievement, but prepare for it to actually give you achievement. Okay, I will shut up now. The search patrols are moving on Tercy. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, then we will have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive. Okay, what do we need?
I don't know about you, but it has been many hours since I last ate. Our captors gave us just enough food to keep us alive, but I can hear a pack of wild wargals. I have killed hundreds of wargals in the tests. I wonder what they taste like. I expect the wargulls will probably lair somewhere near water. Perhaps up on a ridge where they can leap down on prey. Let's both keep a lookout somewhere that we may find them.
Alright. So we are actually fighting varigulls, okay. This is strange because I think as tactical officer you actually make fire, and as engineering you fight stuff. Okay. And as science I think you are checking cactuses, cactuses for water. Alright. Where are you? Where are they? Again, that skybox is great. I like skyboxes. Especially in the... well, I mean... this game, I think it underutilizes them, to be honest. Like this is one of the prettiest ones, I think. But... yeah, if the game revolves around different planets and landing on different planets, I think you can really go nuts with different skyboxes. But sadly they don't do that. They don't do that. Where am I? This looks like prime varigull territory. A pack could easily hide in those craggy hills to the north and come down for water when they aren't hunting. I think my kitten is stalking me. Okay, where am I going again? Why am I going there? Okay, here they are. I was getting worried that we are somewhere in the wrong direction. I actually prefer auto rifles to beam weapons, but I think it's still fine. Let's carve some meat. And again, we do get an achievement. That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore. And that of course is the cave. And jump. Well, not jump, just drop. Oh yeah.
The temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements.
Are we not worried about that dog
I've done some exploring.
that just locked
Looks
off?
like this cave continues when the sun rises side of the mountain. We could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent. The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship.
My ship isn't far from here. I think I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon. Good for you, I actually can't. So we are supposedly spent the night in the cave, or we walked through the mines of Moria, whatever. I wanted to comment on that voice acting. Like the voice acting itself is fine, but the timing was very bad. And it's actually funny because when you talk with him and go through like dialogue options, he actually talks very slowly. Oh, I can't hear shit. I think my headphones got killed in the process. Okay. Some bridge officers reporting. There she is. She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours. And when we were flying through space, we were free. Perhaps she can help us one last time. Again, looks great, right? That's crashed ship. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And it also reminds me a little bit about that. I think I already made this comparison with something. I think with Darksiders 1 when we were in Ashlands. That it reminds me of Star Wars, I think Jedi Academy, where your character crashes on Tatooine and he has to collect ship pieces to make the ship work again. Because that is exactly what we are about to do here as well. Well, this shit isn't flying, but we are going to build us some space radio or something. We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash, but in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift emergency beacon. Yeah, bacon. Okay, so here is... Look for a way to contact your ship. There is no way this vessel will ever fly again. Well, no shit. The damage done by the fall through the planet's atmosphere is severe. If the emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized in the crash, it's probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand like the Singularity Drive and the cargo base. You do, however, find a backup generator with a minuscule amount of energy left. If you had the right components, you think you could construct a makeshift subspace beacon to contact your ship. You won't be able to do anything more than transmit a few pulses to let your crew know where you are, but it should do the trick. So, this is actually something that you do on each of your characters, and by that I mean like it doesn't matter if you are tactical officer or science officer, you still do this in my opinion fairly complex engineering repair, well, not repair, but like makeshift radio, which is very strange to say the least. I guess Starfleet are supposed to be smart people and they can do whatever they want, but still I felt like there is specialization between them, and for example Riker would not be able to do medical duties or like even stuff in engineering. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe there are basics that can be covered by whoever. I guess that this is the part. Okay, and now let's go put them all together. Ooh, I want to actually 1 second. I want to check that place, if I even can go there. Probably can't. I'm probably going to be stopped by invisible wall. But yeah. Just I want to explore the map to see what there is to see. Maybe there is something cool. There probably isn't. I don't think they ever do some Easter eggs they don't hide them. If they do add Easter eggs to missions, they are usually front and center. They don't hide it somewhere where players don't look. I could be wrong, but that has been my experience so far. Oh my god, I'm boring even myself. Yeah, I'm having a stupid day today. I don't want to do anything much, so I don't even want to record anything more complex than this. Like this is my relaxing time. Honestly, if I were a streamer, I would have been streaming something. This would be my stream day. So I don't have to like talk as much. Or I guess I would be just working with chat. Makeshift emergency beacon to power source. And go wait outside. Oh noes!
Did you think you could run? From me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Riemann's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now.
Your
You could
monologue
have been
needs to
such
be
a
longer.
fascinating test subject. But this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim?
Ha!
No!
Also, the guy from behind him just singed his cape. And the beaming up animation was for a Federation character, not for a Discovery Federation character, so Discovery era Starfleet character, so that's another interesting tidbit. And about Slamek's betrayal, we did read a file in the database about him that there was some indoctrination going on. And what is this bullshit? Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like it puts random stuff there. Those abilities were these command abilities for engineering ship, and I don't need them in here because I can easily click them here. Also, I'm mouse clicker in this game, like I don't use shortcuts at all.
I apologize for Slamek's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
And we get a nice new shield, which we are actually going to equip and which will change our ship dramatically, if I'm not mistaken.
Congratulations, Captain.
And level up, and new duty officers, that is great. Let's use it. What? What? Ah, okay, there they are. For whatever reason it didn't show like the new officers, it usually shows there. What are we doing? Right, we are purchasing skills. Before that though, we are switching the weapon so we don't lose it. I don't want this for now. We are changing the shields. And as you can see, we now have a Raman looking, what do we call it? It's not shield effect per se, it's like a hull texture, I guess, colors. It's really nice. I like it. And let's purchase the skill, which is going to be improved. Actually, no, let's go to offensive subsystem tuning. This skill improves the amount of subsystem power available in your weapons and engines subsystems. So engines, it's going to make us go faster, and weapons is going to allow us to fire more weapons. Yeah? Well, I mean, it didn't add that much. It's supposed to add 4.8. Maybe if we like... Maybe if we like update. Wow. I'm sure it works. I'm sure it's not buggy. Also, there are actually way more skills. So let's actually get even more. And even more. And now we can afford subsystem energy drain resistance or shield drain resistance. There is nothing worse than having like dead energy levels, so let's go with that. Really? Cooperate. Oh no, it's actually something different. Wait, what? Oh, it's for science. For engineering, it's actually weapon subsystem power, which adds power to weapons or to auxiliary. We have enough in weapons, I feel like, so I will try to add it to auxiliary, and auxiliary I think is used for in some builds, so it's supposedly important stat to have, so let's go with that. I guess I have to relog to see the effects. I don't know. So yeah, here we go. Nice. We are filling up nicely the engineering part of the skill tree. We do have a bunch of dilithium because it was a reward for from one of the alts, and yeah, that was that. I have been AgitatedCrane, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time, goodbye.